Welcome to Mini Maths at Virtual School Victoria, where we learn a lot of maths in a little bit of time. Today's topic is, can you teach yourself maths? If you had to teach yourself mathematics, how would you do it? Would you ask someone to explain the idea to you? Could you ask a friend or a teacher or a brother or sister or family? Would you do some practice problems a few times till you get the idea? Would you try to understand how the maths works? Would you look at different ways to work it out? Would you show it with materials like counters or blocks? Would you visualize it or draw it? Would you look for patterns? There are so many ways that you can look into a maths problem to see how it works. Would you play with maths? Try and test different ideas, do problems and puzzles. For example, look at these equations. Can you work out how to make sense of them? What are the patterns? Where have you seen these numbers before? Gee, they look like 7 times tables. If I tested it, would the n, the pronumeral, be 7? So you just have to be curious and look. And that's how it works. A little trick where people sometimes get confused, 4n really is 4 times n. But the reason we don't use that in algebra like this is sometimes this is a I think I can type it for you, pronumeral. So we got rid of it. I'm not doing too well here, but stay with me. I'll have to get myself a stylus one day. Yes, so look at the patterns, and of course here, the clue to it was the patterns in the tables. Now, look at how maths is used in everyday life. If you're driving in a car, estimate how long it'll take you to drive 1 kilometre or run 1 kilometre, and then you get a sense of time. Now, one of the big ideas in maths is to ask good questions, try to solve problems and puzzles, then look for answers. This famous physicist had this to say about how he solves problems. If he had an hour to solve a problem and his life depended upon it, he would use the first 55 minutes determining the proper questions to ask. That means he would really look at the problem and try and understand what it was, and he reckons he could save his life in the 5 minutes that are left over. Now, how can you use Mathletics to help you learn maths? We subscribe to Mathletics and you get it 24/7, and for making sure that you have it anytime you want to learn stuff. But there's a lot of things in Mathletics that will help you. You can also go to free sites like Khan Academy, Study Ladder, Maths is Fun, Cool Maths. There are so many good ones out there. But let's have a look at Mathletics, because that's the one that you get when you work with Virtual School Victoria. When you get your username and password from your teacher, and if you haven't got it, call them now and get your details. You can customize a home screen to suit whatever you want. You can earn points in Mathletics to get groovy things for your avatar. Once you're in there, look at the topics. Sometimes the teachers will hide them for you. Sometimes they are open for you to use. And when you click on the topics, you'll get activities to complete and practice questions. These little bubbles here, the more you understand the maths, they will be more green. Red kind of says you need a bit more work, and orange means you're getting there. So there are a lot of other helpful features here. We're going to look at these tabs up here next, Now, when you click the Play tab, you go to Live Mathletics, where you can challenge people from around the world. If you want to play with your Virtual School Victoria friends, agree to log in, say, at 11 o'clock on Mondays, and the computer may find your friends to challenge in Live Mathletics. And really important for maths to be very quick and accurate with your tables and your number facts. In the play section as well, there's a game called Multiverse, and it's a little bit of a quest, and it has to do with factors, which is just your multiplication tables. If you want to practice number stuff, measurement stuff, a lot of other ideas, there are good challenging activities in Rainforest Maths, and you get instant feedback to see how you are going. Now, depending on which of these you click on, there's a lot of help in Mathletics. So, for example, you can look at videos, you can look at interactives, or you can look at printables, which, if you love maths, lots of books and maths problems, and these printables are very clear explanations of lots of maths activities. All of those features are to help you learn maths. But one of my favourite features is the Maths A to Z. I don't know why they hide it down the bottom, because I would have it up the top where everyone can see it. And of course, that's what your videos will look like when you get in there and want to learn about mathematical things. But let's have a look at the Maths Dictionary, or Maths A to Z. Here are your words for alphabetical order. I looked up Roman numerals. It told me a bit about Roman numerals. There might be a little bit of an interactive there. So I love looking in there and finding out new things about maths. So, can we teach ourselves maths? Think about it. Yes, you can. Ask your teacher for your Mathletics username and password. Have a look at some other really good maths sites that you can use as well. Start asking some good questions. Think about solving some puzzles. Work with other people to help you learn, and you too will be an amazing mathematician. Thank you.